Alright, doing deadlift today. I haven't done deadlift in a while. Kind of have a little bit of a migraine today, but usually once I start working out, they sometimes go away. Hope it might, just gotta convince my body that it's can't be a pussy right now. This is 405. I have this mat under because the iron plate on the inside was clanking pretty loud. Not too hard. Move up a little bit. All right. Now we'll give 455 a go. The reason I'm set up at this angle is because this being a basement means the floor is not particularly even, so this is the place with the most space. That's the flattest. Been a while since I've done any heavy deadlifts. Not really sure how these will go. Wasn't what I was hoping for. All right, we'll try 455 again. Switch belts. That thick one. I feel like I can't even take any air on a deadlift. It's good for squats, but I don't know, I never felt like belt helped that much with deadlift, but I don't know, I'm trying it out. Doing it today. Try this Velcro guy. See if I can get a better breath. Man, just we need to do some work. Go a little bit lower and actually get one. All right, this is 435. Decided to try the thick belt again. Kind of compare and contrast the old the Velcro. I don't feel like my midsection felt as tight, which makes sense since this is much more rigid. All right, so 435 here. Based on how easy the 405 was, I should think I'd be able to get this, but if it's trouble getting off the floor, it's not always, doesn't quite track like other lifts. I guess that's my max. 435. Got some work to do to get back to 500. All right. Moving on to the rep part of the workout. Gonna do some deficit deadlifts. Took it down to 315. Deficit deadlifts. If I start doing these, should help that off the ground portion. Help me break the ground easier. Because I feel like the, shin and mid shin and up is pretty easy. It's just breaking the ground. That's kind of always been the problem. I think my hamstrings, that's at least what felt like it was working the hardest there, struggling. So I think that's probably the issue. Just gonna leave the belt open. This gives me a little bit of tension on the stomach, but allows me to breathe a little bit. Go a little higher. Try to just get some triples. All right. Moved up to 365. Just try to get some triples here. Moving a little slower, at least at this stage of the workout, migraine's still there. It's not too bad, but it's not making life particularly fun. Yeah, deadlifts isn't really something I feel like is smart or really possible to rush through. Might go a little quicker through the last part, doing more full leg workout. Everything under max doesn't feel particularly heavy. My face feels like it's gonna explode, but yeah, I need to work that bottom portion It's the only sticking point. Alright. Decided I should probably go up, so I'm up to 385. Get 3 like this. Try to, keep the butt down a little bit more. I have trouble shooting it up. I think just because my lower back and glutes are so much stronger than my hamstrings. I'll do one more at that weight. Alright, doing another triple. I think I'll do this set and then one more at this weight. Make it 3 sets of 3 at this higher at 385. Get one more. Alright, get one last triple at 385. And I don't know. I just feel like I have to do legs on a deadlift day because they're gonna be too fried to do any time around, in the next few days, so I can't delay the rest of the legs that long. So yeah, I don't know what just doing them on leg days is how I do it. Figure out what I do next. I think I'll do some high bar squats. Alright. Trying to give squats a go, but I feel like my nervous system's just exhausted after the deadlifts. Still have this migraine. Seems to have only gotten worse. So I'm just gonna do something where I don't have to think. My stabilizing seems a little off after. I just can't put the mental energy into the stabilization. So let's do this. This is just 340. just gonna deadlifts took a while, so I'm just gonna do these leg presses. Then I'll do some GHD glute ham raises or leg curls and call it a day. Everything feels more difficult right now. Hopefully this one a little shorter, I'll be able to recover a little quicker. Last week's leg workout took a long time to recover from. Let's get one more. Pressure going into my head from deadlifts probably didn't help my migraine. Probably not the ideal workout for trying to work through with a migraine. See if I can get actually complete any glute ham raises. The hams are feeling pretty much done. But then we usually get enough work. do 2 more. One more set. That's it. That's all I got today. Hopefully we'll get in here quicker for the next leg workout.